Amber here from Integritas, the firearms education company. I'm going to be doing a series of videos on our Ruger Mark IV. The particular gun is the 2245 Lite. Several of our clients have these guns for use in our rimfire challenge. We want to make sure that they are handling their firearms safely, and we're going to do a video of putting in an accurizing kit on them. So look forward to those videos later on our channel. So the first thing that we want to go over anytime we're handling guns is our safety rules. The number one safety rule or thing to consider is that all guns are loaded. So we treat all of our guns as if they are loaded. Until we have checked and made sure that these guns are unloaded, we are going to just assume that they are. Because all guns are loaded, we're going to keep them pointed in a safe direction. We choose our safe direction by understanding that if there was going to be a negligent discharge, we would have no loss of life and we would minimize the property damage. So make sure that anywhere you point the gun, we don't point it at people, we don't point it at the animals, we don't point it anywhere where if it went off there would be loss of life, and we want to minimize the property damage. So we do teach to do dry fire practice and exercises. We want to make sure that wherever you have chosen to dry fire, that you will not do a lot of property damage if it were to go off. Another thing that we want to remember is that anytime we're handling our guns, anytime we're going to work on them, field strip them, clean them, we don't want to have any live ammunition in our work area. A good rule of thumb that we utilize here is that no live ammunition comes to our workbenches at all. We don't want to have the possibility that a round could accidentally get loaded as we are function checking these firearms. So remember, no live ammunition anywhere in your workspace or your dry fire area. So when we're keeping it pointed in a safe direction, we're going to also keep our finger off the trigger so that we're not depressing that trigger. And that's really easy once you get used to it. So you keep it in your firing grip and you just make sure that your finger stays straight and off of the trigger. And anytime you do take your gun out shooting, you want to know your target and what is beyond it. Make sure that you have a safe shooting area for going out there and practicing. We want to make sure that the first thing that we do when we're handling our guns is put our safety on. So if our gun has a safety on it, as this one does, we're going to flip it on. And we can see here that our safety is engaged here. So our safety is engaged now. The next thing that we want to do is to take out the source of ammunition. So our magazine is under here. Our magazine release is here on the left-hand side of the gun. We're going to press that magazine release and remove the magazine. You see that our guns have snap caps loaded in them. Anytime you come to one of our classes or see one of our videos, we're going to have snap caps in them to simulate ammunition. So now we've removed the source of ammunition. We want to get out any ammunition that is in the chamber. To do that, we're going to cycle the slide. So we pull back on our slide and it will eject any round that is in the chamber. We want to make double sure, so we're going to pull it back a few times. So we know that that is clear now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to engage our slide stop. And our slide stop is here on the left-hand side of the gun. Typically, we're going to engage that with our thumb, pressing it up while we pull back on the slide. And that will lock our slide open. Now we can visually look in that chamber. We can also physically check that chamber. I do not like to put my fingers in anything that bites, so I do have a chamber indicator flag here, and I can put that in the chamber and I can see that there is nothing blocking that, there's nothing in that chamber. And so now we have visually and physically checked that chamber and made sure that this gun is unloaded. So now we have safely unloaded this firearm. Thank you for watching our video on unloading the Ruger Mark IV 2245 Lite. Join us in our other videos as we do a field strip of this gun and also as we install an accurization kit for this. So thanks again for joining us on our channel, and we will see you in our next video.